All right, I know Guardian fans. I'm friends with a couple Guardian fans, and they were upset and dismayed when they saw Savali leave.
Yeah.
And they didn't really add anyone that's going to move the needle from a headline perspective. But you just said that's what they do. That's what this organization does, develop young pitching.
That's what Chris Antonetti is kind of mandated to do. They got to think long term, and when you kind of peel it back a little bit, they're going to get, hopefully, Tristan McKenzie and Bieber back in September, right? But then you look to 2024, and I know people don't want to do that. You got the two young guys. I mean, Gavin Williams, we're going to get into it.
The night before.
Oh, my
Excellent.
God. He's got electric stuff. Tanner Bibee right there. Tristan McKenzie. Bieber pitching for a free agent year next year if they don't move him in the offseason, which I don't think they will. They're right back in the mix.
Yeah.
They get some offense.
In that division as well.
Without question. So I was sitting there last night. I got traded over to Cleveland in 2009. We had Cliff Lee. We traded for Carl Pavano. There was a spattering of other guys. But the pitching coach, Carl the Truth Willis, okay? This guy gets it.
Yeah.
Cleveland gets it. Their ability to draft kind of that middle round college pitcher that's athletic. I'm going to give you a quote from Bud Grant here in a second. He's the vice president of their baseball operations on how they approach the draft and some college arms. But I'm sitting there. I used to drive to the stadium all the time. Tough town.
Yeah.
Factories, blue collar. And I was saying, okay, there's different factories there. There's Sherwin-Williams, there's Nestle, there's a whole bunch of them.
Yeah.
Maybe Terry Francona, there's a factory of just
arms.
Creating pitching.
Yeah.
Let's get Brendan back. Ooh, I like this mock-up, Brendan. Look at it.
Oh, wow.
Yep. So who we got on the conveyor belt coming out? Remember Corey Kluber?
Baseballs.
Fourth round out of Stetson. Padres took him in 2007. And then Jake Westbrook goes over. And they're able to turn him into a two-time Cy Young Award winner. Remember Josh Tomlin, 19th round pick out of Texas Tech, killing the game. Helped pitch him to Game 7 of the World Series, went 2-0. How about Shane Bieber? Shane Bieber was a fourth-round pick out of UC Santa Barbara in 2016. Savali, third-round pick out of Northeastern. There he is. He's got the Midas touch with these guys. Gavin Williams, if you haven't been paying attention, this guy's a donkey. Throwing 97 on the mound and took apart the Toronto Blue Jays lineup. They ended up losing that game 3-1. But we're going to get into an AB right here with Vlad Jr. And I know Vlad Jr. struggled in the second half. But watch this. You want to talk about a young guy who knows his stuff plays in the zone? This is Vlad, 97, paint pellet, down and away. We going slider? No, 96, middle. We going slider, put away pitch? No, we're not going put away pitch. We're going heater, up in the zone, see you later. 1, 2, 3, 4-seam heaters. And then last night, Tanner Bibee, fifth-round pick out of Fullerton. Dominant. 7 scoreless innings, 6 Ks, no walks. He's 8-2 with a 2.92 and 18 starts this year. Here he comes out to tell him, keep using your stuff. Your stuff plays in the zone, son. Get it done. How about George Springer? Tough AB, bases loaded, slider down and away. That's a strike, sir. Should be 0-2. And now we're working. So we get to 2-2. What do you think he's throwing right here? Probably another slider? No, we're going changeup right on right. The full arsenal on display. George Springer, you can't pull a trigger on that. 99% of the guys in the league are punching out. So there's a factory. They are manufacturing some young college arms. They have a prototype about what they do. And I want to read this quote right here. Listen, these guys could have been somewhat undervalued by the industry because they didn't throw as hard. They didn't have that scout-type stuff you're looking for. But what they did have is that they were all extremely good athletes. All of them have very good control. All of them have very clean deliveries. And if you have that side already, it's easier to add to the fastball and develop pitches.
Yeah.
Now, Gavin Williams, he was a 23rd overall pick out of East Carolina. That guy's got big-time stuff. But there is a template about what they do.
Right.
Taking that college right-hander, they're going nowhere. And they have to think a little longer term. But Minnesota better put their foot on the gas right now and make a run. in the postseason in 23.
Like Naze was saying, they got Clevenger, obviously developed him
into
a very good starter and flipped him for, I think it was the Josh Naylor. They got Josh Naylor in return.
I could have went back to Cliff Lee. I mean, they've been doing this for a while.
Yeah. All right, so Cleveland lurking in the American League.
Logan Allen, Xavier Curry. I didn't even mention those guys.
Boy, there's a bevy of arms, no doubt.